Traxxas. What is the deal with all this ultimate stuff? Let's talk. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We got Earl back running again. Oh yeah, look at that. It is a cold one out here. It's in the 30s. So I don't know where plastic on these RCs start getting weak, but I am determined one day to take one RC car and jump this big gap over here. But let's talk about the Traxxas and these special editions now they're coming up with. The I just had the name of it, the extreme editions, whatever, I forgot, damn. So basically they took an XRT, an XMAXX, and the Rustler, added a bunch of metal parts onto it, and now I'll call them extreme editions. Oh, that's cool. Come on, guys. Oh, that looked freaking wicked. Wicked. I've been watching too much RC Guy Garage. Yeah, so the Rustler's now over $500. It's about another 100, I think 150 more than what I paid for my my Rustler. And then the XMAXX and XRT are $500 more for it. You know, I think Traxxas is a day late and a dollar short. They've really gotten their ass handed to them by Arrma this year. I mean, look at all the stuff Arrma's come out with. I had to write a list. The 8S Creighton EXB and the Outcast EXB, the 8S. Granted, not new designs, almost kind of like what they're doing with this, adding a bunch of metal, but new electronics, things like that, and they didn't jack the price of $500. You got the 6S, the brand new Big Rock, which is a great RC, and they're also going to have the 6S Outcast coming out short. The 4S Creighton and Outcast coming out. The 4S Mojave, the Granite Grom, the Gorgon. I might have missed something there, but man, Arrma has been freaking hammering it this year. Now, granted, I said I'm not 100% with the Arrma stuff. You know, I know a lot of what we've seen this year through the RC companies are like Traxxas did a couple just slight changes, basically throw a new body on a car and call it a new RC. And that's not what we're looking for. We want something new and refreshing. Like the XRT is a good example, although not 100% a new RC. You know, the chassis, all that was done, yeah, it shares a lot of parts with the XMAXX, but why not? I mean, you got the Outcast and the Creighton that are on the same chassis platform, just one's a little shorter than the other. Dude, this is I love this stuff. This is cool. So, but I would say that there's a lot more difference between the XRT and the XMAXX. I might have to turn this TQI up a little bit here. That seemed to make it worse. Yeah, I don't know. That seems to have aggravated the situation. Yeah, I turned it down. Now it's doing better. I wonder if it's not turning right. No. Where was I? But what did we get? We got the sledge, which granted was a while ago, but the sledge was ground up a new RC, and that was cool. I had the sledge, I love it. But that's what we want. We want something like new, refreshing. You know, I guess, you know, like the Big Rock shares a lot of parts with other vehicles. So is the new Creighton and stuff. But, you know, the Gorgon and stuff are all brand new cars. And, you know, that's kind of what we need in the hobby now. That's just, you know, the economy the way it is. People are hurting. You know, they'll have $1,000 plus to drop on a new RC. And for those of us that are in the hobby, we tend to forget what it's like when you first got in. So let's say, like, when I first bought my XMAXX, I had no 4S packs. I didn't have a charger for 4S stuff. So, you know, about $1,500 to get that thing running. Because, you know, I needed batteries, chargers, and all that good stuff. So, it's not really ready to run. You got something like the Gorgon or the Granite Grom or some of the other stuff out there that, you know, they're not fast, but you know, they come with the batteries and they are ready to run. It's kind of sad that they did away with the Infraction Mega, but let's see. Yeah, whoa, do not want to crash in those rocks. So guys, let me know what you think. Is Traxxas just kind of asleep at the wheel? Are they kind of resting on their laurels, thinking that you know, the XMAXX is going to live on forever, that people will just be happy with that and don't want a new RC? Personally, I would like to see them, what they need to do instead of coming out with the XMAXX with a bunch of metal parts, is they need to reinforce that body. That body is just pathetic. I hate to say it, but man, that front wheel looks a little wonky there. Wow. I have to balance that right front one, or try to. It is really wobbly. Damn. Yeah, that sucks. These are brand new freaking tires. But that might be part of my problem with trying to get this thing to stay straight, man. That thing's just vibrating so damn bad. But yeah, you know, is Traxxas kind of asleep at the wheel? Or is Arrma, you know, Arrma's had some issues, you know, with the Big Rock. They had the ESC glitch. Is Arrma too busy pushing out new stuff? Has Arrma been too busy pushing new stuff and losing quality control? Because we've seen like the ESC glitch with the Big Rock. You know, is that a problem? You know, are they slacking at quality control? You know, like I said, we've seen a couple of new releases from Traxxas, but to me they're just, ooh, wow. So the new releases from Traxxas, it's kind of just been like, throw a new body on. The body looks cool, but underneath you still just got the same old stuff. It's just basically kind of the stuff that's built on the Rustler chassis, which I know they all do that. Because you look at the Vendetta, the Outcast, there's a whole lot of cars on the Arrma platform that share the same chassis. I mean, the Outcast, the Big Rock, the all that, the Creightons, they're all, you know, with the exception of maybe different length chassis, kind of all sharing a lot of the same parts. But $500 for a bunch of metal that you really don't need. Oh, I was getting on the XMAXX, the body, and maybe I'll put a picture up here. But but the XMAXX has a severe problem right here. This body cracking in half. There's only a small support here in the middle to support all that weight. And then, you know, even like this, look at this, this thing's got a crack here. You know, it's just inexcusable. You're making these RCs, the body is the one thing that's kind of the selling point somewhat of these vehicles, the way they look. Oh, that was wicked. Wicked. See, I'm watching too much RC Guy Garage. Over here saying wicked. Jeez. Come on, guy. Oh, man. Yeah, that body's supposed to be tucked in. But, you know, the bodies are pretty. We want to try to, you know, we know they're going to get dinged up, but, you know, I think Arrma really did well with the big rock. That thing is so reinforced. Is it a heavy body? Yeah, but I don't care. People are talking about the weight of the body, oh, this, that, next thing, but then you throw 5 pounds of aluminum parts on your cars and don't complain about it. So I don't, you know, I don't get it, but you know, guys, I know jumping gets all the rave reviews. People set up ramps and that's what a lot of people see when they're when they do the RC. But coming out here someplace flat, getting some speed up, I love this, man. It's kind of like, don't get me wrong, I love jumping. I wouldn't mind hitting right here and going, but right now it's a little cold. That's concrete. I really don't want to break anything, but I am curious about jumping this thing, man. Maybe one day, I'll do it. But man, I love this wide open stuff. Woo! Yeah, but to me, I think Traxxas has just been a little asleep at the wheel this year. Little too late, trying to come up with a limited edition XMAXX XRT to try to get some sales, marking it up another $500. I'm more of the mindset that we need more like affordably priced RCs. I mean, like this XRT and that, it is freaking great. It's a fun car, but you know, it is expensive. It's out of the price point of a lot of people. And I guess, you know, that's why we have viewers, that they enjoy watching it run, and they watch us run ours and have fun. And I appreciate that. That's awesome. But I'd also like to see people get their hands actually physically on the controller, come out here and have fun. So that's what we need. We need more affordably priced, good RC cars for people to get into the hobby. And then probably too, I mean, I'm not really one to say that I believe that, you know, that there's like a beginner RC car. But yeah, I wouldn't let a small child loose with something this fast and powerful and this heavy, because you could do property damage, you could do some bodily injury damage with these larger RCs. These things are heavy, and at 50 miles an hour, I'll tell you, I get scared right here watching this thing come at me like that. It's a big RC, man. You really have to see these things in person to appreciate the size. You really do. It's impressive. Oh yeah. So let me know what you think. $500 for some metal upgrades, or do you think they should just improve on what they got, like reinforcing the bulkheads on these instead of doing that modification? So far I haven't broken any, you know, knock on wood, fingers crossed, whatever. I think the bodies can use some revamping. I would really love to see the XMAXX go to a true a clipless system like what's on here, where you have 4 clips. Because this body, so far, I don't think I've ever knocked this body off. The XMAXX, yeah, all the time falls off. Granted, it's easy to pop back on, but it does get to be a pain. And it's somewhat embarrassing for people that don't know. You know, you're jumping the thing, the body goes flying one way, they think your RC just broke, but the fact is, you know, these things aren't cheap. They're $100 for a new body. $100, and they break so easily. You know, I'm not mad that they get dinged and scratched up, but you know, like this has the roof guard. On the XMAXX, $10 to add it. That shouldn't even be an option. Golly, this thing is fun. Personally, to me, you know, I know maybe some people need the metal parts, they break stuff, but if I were to jump this thing and do stuff like that and launch these things 15, 20 feet in the air, maybe so, but I'm telling you, man, you could have fun, and these things are damn durable just doing kind of like normal stuff. I mean, you guys watch what I do. Like, I'll take this jump pretty fast, and you know, it survives. I'm good with, you know, to me, I'm good with that. Man, that is a beauty. So let me know in the comments down below. Do you think Traxxas is asleep at the wheel? Do you think they're too little too late? Do you think they're too slow to respond to Arrma? Do you think maybe 2024 we're going to see a better response out of Traxxas to counter all the stuff coming out? And do you are you impressed when they throw just a new body on an old chassis and call it new? I mean, at least like something, say the Big Rock or the, you know, it's newer electronics, reinforced pieces. They gave you a little bit more than just a body. And I can't even think of the one Traxxas that they just came out with, that all they basically did was lengthened it and called it a new model. All right, everyone, appreciate you watching. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanks for watching. And oh, there we go. Keep the shiny side up. Hope to see you on the next one.